So there I was, and I saw it. A big dumb-shaped man kissing a young girl. And then I woke up and I was like, thank God, it's just a dream. Wow, what an interesting dream. Why do you think you had it? Maybe it was the medication, maybe it was just a bad sleep. Exactly, at the end of the day, it's nothing more than a dream. Or is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it? Is it?
I never had anyone take over and make love to me in my life.
No.
And it was incredible, like incredible.
No.
We made love all night.
No!
I don't know why I just go through these phases. I'm numb to the world I'm around.
Is there a sea captain present? Because something is fishy. I'm sorry, hello. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? What happened? I made a video with Big Ed not too long ago and it ended with him kissing a girl on the nose. How did this happen? Are we talking about the same man about the same dude who cut his ball sack?
I had to ice my balls.
And not only did he kiss Liz, they had sex with each other? Willingly? I don't know, maybe I'm just not a good mathematician, but something isn't adding up. I need to get to the bottom of this, and that is why I'm wearing this coat, because I'm Detective Leo today, and we are getting to the bottom of how this has gone down. I cannot understand how Big Ed can go from getting friend-zoned in one episode to being the sex king in the next episode. Please don't think about that image. Like, do you think when he's on top, like, the bed just dropped? Okay, anyway, if you haven't watched the previous video, I encourage you to watch it if you want to catch up. And I just want to say a quick hello to all my big babies out there. Before we start, if you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button and then hump it. We're on our way to 300,000, and that would be awesome if we could get there by the end of the month. Please and thank you. And while you're at it, do follow me at 16leo_ on Instagram. I love when people give me ideas. Okay, so just in case you're a ballsack and you don't want to watch the last episode, Big Ed made a long time. It was one of the only nose kisses in history. It wasn't sexy, and I think I died inside a little. And that seems to be where it ended. But something changed along the way. I mean, we really got to get to the bottom of this. So let's just start and see what happens. So the next episode starts off with Big Ed meeting his real-life brother to talk about the experience.
At the end of the night, I went for a kiss trying to be all romantic. She dodged it.
Right, like the Matrix. She turned into Neo. She was like, hoo, hoo, hoo.
Our first date was a lunch date. So we just talked, like, for 2 hours. Just conversation. She was crying, I was crying. For what?
Wow, I always thought a family was like a bra. It gives you good support, but do you see the absolute disgust on his face? For what? For what? Bro, it feels like Big Ed's done this before, and his brother's like, ugh, again?
Are you bankrolling her?
No.
Is this really Big Ed's brother, or is this just some savage they paid to roast him? You bankrolling her? Huh? Huh? You steamrolling her? Huh? Huh? You dirty Sanchezing her? Huh? Huh? You Dutch ovening her? Huh? Huh? Huh?
I go in for the kiss, and she drops her head, and I kiss her right on the nose.
Why'd she drop her head?
I don't know.
Big Ed came to play golf and ironically got his balls broken by his brother. Why'd she drop her head, bro? You know if she picked it up, you couldn't reach it.
This sounds like a train wreck, man. You should be dating someone who adores you for you.
So Big Ed's brother actually gives him some reasonable advice at the end. She needs to love you for you. And you know what you bring to the table, Big Ed. Roundness, mayonnaise hair, and a next level physique. Sorry, I know it wasn't the right choice of words, I know. So Big Ed tells his brother that Liz invited him back over, and Big Ed's plan is to see if she just likes him as a friend or if there's potential.
So, Mike, I'm meeting up with her after this. I'm going to her house. She invited me over.
So what are you gonna tell her?
Do you like me as a friend, or do you see potential?
Look, man, it seems pretty clear to me that if a girl backs away when you try to kiss her, that maybe she doesn't want to be anything more than friends. I don't think you need to see if there's potential at this point. Big Ed's brother then vanishes into the night as if he never existed, and we never see or hear of him again. I'm not entirely convinced TLC didn't pay this man to just roast Big Ed and then leave. But then after that, Big Ed heads over to Liz's house to see if she still likes him. But there's a twist. Apparently, Big Ed got hungry along the way, because of course he did, and he went to his favorite restaurant where Liz works, and there he saw her with another man.
And she was having a drink with a guy. I was shocked because I'd been there all night, and she had never came over to say hi.
First of all, you went to the same restaurant that she works to eat, which is probably not the best thing to do. Secondly, was she working or was she just having a drink there? Because imagine you work at McDonald's, and after a long day at McDonald's, you ask your date out to McDonald's. It's like, bro, there's There's KFC across the street. Can you just chill? And thirdly, this jealousy thing is absolutely ridiculous. If you just see someone with a guy getting drinks, it doesn't necessarily mean that they're doing anything. You gotta trust your partner. Also, fourthly, she's not your partner. It's borderline stalking because you know where this girl works. And it wouldn't be that hard for you to spot because you're not that easy to hide. If you put on a coat that's black, you'd look like a literal boulder. So people would notice. And they'd be like, that's The Rock. And it'd be like, no, that's A Rock. Probably Big Ed. So instead of his original plan of going over to see whether Liz still likes him, now Big Ed's mission is to confront Liz and be like, who is that guy?
It threw me off.
So he's a coworker, he's my good friend, as a guy friend, and there's nothing between us.
Why did he look so confused? Guy? Friend? Can guys be friends with girls? Or
He's my good friend.
co-worker? Non-sexual? Is that legal? Can you not have sex with your co-worker?
He's my good friend.
Thigh gap?
Then I saw you guys walk into your car one night. I think he likes you.
I'm not gonna stop hanging out, like having my own life and being independent and everything like that. So
Big Ed's mind is way too jealous for his body. He shouldn't have that jealousy. It's never good because it restricts the other person and then it doesn't allow them to live their life. If you really, really do like someone, you're gonna allow them to live their life. And Big Ed is already imposing his clamps on this woman and he's not even dating her.
why are you so quiet? Why are you being weird?
Why are you being weird? Have you met this fucking man? This man went to goat yoga and almost got wrecked by the goats. You're dealing with one of the biggest Super Saiyans of all time. But then the conversation gets really weird. And here's where Detective Leo comes in.
I guess I should ask you, do you think that I'm boyfriend potential?
Yeah.
Did you see that at the end? I will play that in slow motion.
Yeah.
She was looking at Big Ed, she said, yeah. And at the very end, she was like, as if she was looking towards the TLC people who probably had a big fat check. Liz, say yes. All right, let me ask you guys sincerely. If someone was super jealous of you, looked and acted like Big Ed, and was 30 years older than you, would you see them as boyfriend or girlfriend material? I wouldn't. I don't think the qualities add up. I don't know why she said yes after constantly being negative about this whole experience. What changed? Because last episode, Liz told Big Ed's mother that she didn't see anything more than a friendship with Big Ed.
I mean, I don't know where him and I will go from here because there's an age difference.
What exactly makes him boyfriend potential? What is he doing that other guys aren't doing? There's nothing that he brings to the table. He just eats from it.
I feel like we're good now. As we hang out more and talk about things, I'm starting to realize there's more feelings on my end than what I thought would ever be.
That's not real. I'm telling you right now, while Liz is talking, there's someone from TLC behind the camera going, it's $10,000. $10,000. Come on, Liz, $10,000. You don't even have to lick his balls. You don't even have to lick his balls. All you gotta do is let him take a peek at you. Let him take a peek at you. I'm just saying, this man is a Super Saiyan. Real talk though, it's $10,000. So the day actually ends weirdly with Big Ed asking Liz to accompany him to a wedding in Lake Arrowhead.
A friend invited me to a wedding up in Lake Arrowhead.
And things seem to be fine. A little too fine if you ask me. But then, trouble strikes.
It might be over.
I don't even have a watch, but that was way too fast.
Liz was out with girlfriends on a girls' night out, and by coincidence ran into her ex-husband. I think I asked one too many questions, and it pissed her off. So then she took off.
Hey Liz, I know that we just finished talking about jealousy and how I can't get jealous of you hanging around other people, but I thought you f***ed this man.
My fear was that she would, go back to him.
Is this how this relationship is gonna work? Liz, can you not see the problem here? Every time you even meet a man, Big Ed's gonna freak out. You're gonna go to the grocery store and the cashier is gonna be like, that'll be $26.50. Why were you paying him? For sex? What were you buying? Fruits and vegetables? I'm sorry. Liz, did you want his cucumber in your pumpkin? Am I crazy or is that what you're telling me?
Things were going so good with Liz. I was finally in a good place with her. So I basically accused her of still being in contact with him, which was not the right thing to do. Basically, I fucked up.
Yeah, also, can I remind you for the 100th time that this is a dude who cheated on his wife. Isn't it weird to have trust issues when you're the one doing it? Big Ed is the type of man to be in another woman's bed talking about how his wife might be cheating on him.
But I texted Liz And she's agreed to come over tonight.
Look at the still shot. This is like the Drake Take Care album if Drake aged like fucking milk. Big Ed doesn't pull off the sad boy vibe as well as he thinks he does because he keeps on doing stupid shit to get him there. The sad boy vibe only works if you do nice things and keep getting hurt. When you are the one doing the stupid things and feeling hurt, people aren't gonna feel sorry for you. Anyway, Big Ed invites Liz over again to make things better and she comes through.
He might go back to her ex because I think she has in the past, and they only broke it off about 2 months ago.
Just want to point out something a little slimier than it should be. This is a little slime season moment right here. You know when you talk to someone and you give them personal information, it's an act of trust. If you tell someone that you broke up with your husband and it's been 2 months, it shouldn't be used against you as a weapon. Big Ed is out here looking at his mom like, you heard the 50 Cent song. She's in the club, bottles full of bub, my mom, blah, blah. She's doing that. He's making up all these weird, twisted stories that are probably not happening and just shooting himself in the foot. It's horrible to watch someone gaslight themselves, basically.
You remember this guy?
I do. Hi, Teddy.
I'll sit down. Can I, are you in a Molbeck mood?
Well, that's an odd choice of fashion, isn't it? She looks like an FBI informant. Like the FBI was like, come on, we're gonna put a Y on you. And Liz is like, no, I don't wanna keep doing this. He kissed me on the nose the other day. Put the wire between your boobs, he'll never touch that.
In a Molbeck mood?
Sure.
That's a good thing, because that's the only thing we serve. I'm just kidding.
The only thing we serve here is wine. Just kidding. I would never intoxicate you on purpose. Just kidding. I already have. I spiked your drink. Just kidding. I would never spike your drink. Just kidding. I spiked the water when I came in, so we're both spiked. Just kidding. You didn't even come in the house, did you? Just kidding. You did. You're right there sitting on the chair. Just kidding. I don't have a chair. Why would I have a chair? Just kidding. I got the chair last month. Electrocuted. Just kidding. I never got electrocuted. I'm still alive.
I came over to talk to him, and then he threw it back in my face. So jealousy's an issue. Communication's an issue.
Right. Jealousy's an issue. Communication's an issue. And you still see potential in this man? Can you name the good qualities in him? Nothing has proven that she actually really likes this man. She just says all the things that are wrong with him, and he's like, do you like me? And suddenly she's like, yeah, okay, yeah.
So I don't know if I told you this about Teddy, that cough.
Yes.
He's actually a non-smoker. I'm just kidding.
My dog smokes. Just kidding, he doesn't. Just kidding, he does. He's Snoop Dogg. Just kidding, 420 Blazer. Just kidding, I never smoked weed in my life. Just kidding, my dog does. Just kidding, he doesn't. He's Teddy. Teddy Roosevelt. Just kidding, he's not the president. Just kidding, he is. He's the president of Dog Sylvania. Just kidding, that doesn't exist. Just kidding, it does. It's in Pennsylvania, but for dogs. Just kidding, there's no such thing. What is wrong with you? Just kidding, I'm gullible. Just kidding, you're gullible. I'm the man. Just kidding, I'm Harry Houdini. Just kidding, I didn't disappear. I'm right here. I'm just short, so I sat down in my chair. Just kidding, I'm constipated. Just kidding, I'm not. Just kidding, I am. Just kidding, I farted with my mouth and my butt, so you wouldn't know which one it was. Just kidding, it was both. I need to go to the toilet really badly. Just kidding, I don't actually need to go to the toilet. I'm right back here.
I can tell that she, is upset. When somebody's mad at me, I run. I either crack a joke or I run.
So you crack jokes then? Because let me call it how I see it. You don't run. The only thing you ever run is a bath.
So today was really busy. I did get some packing done for the wedding, but I'm not nowhere.
I've done no packing.
You just happen to run into your ex.
Come on, Big Ed, smooth as ever, smooth as ever. Hey, Liz, how's that packing going? I heard you're having sex with your ex-husband. Sex with your ex.
Jealousy is my insecurity, which I gotta work on. I'm acting like I'm your boyfriend and we haven't even kissed. Now that I'm aware of it, I'm gonna work on it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad to hear Big Ed admit it, but he seems to keep doing that. There are those people in the world who do the same thing, make that mistake, and then they're like, I'm sorry, and then do the same thing again, and they never learn.
Love it if you would join me to be my date.
You can see she's having like those Vietnam flashbacks. She's like, not the nose, Ed.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes! I told you giving her $10,000 would work. TLC, we back. Don't go chasing waterfall.
Yeah.
I already bought my dress.
Damn! She didn't have to say that. Yes. Because they don't accept refunds at Costco, that's why. Costco dresses, much like our dresses, your relationship is hanging on a thread.
He was hitting all most of like the main points that I wanted to talk to him about. It makes me feel better because I'd like to see where this relationship goes.
And action. He was hitting most of the relation checkpoints in my points, and then he had making me feel good to myself today. Keep going. Why, yes, I do see him as a boyfriend potential.
Ask me questions before assuming.
Ask questions before I make an assumption.
If you need to express to your partner that yes, sometimes you can hang out with guy friends, as well as tell your partner to ask questions before making assumptions, maybe you guys don't get each other communication-wise.
I am a jealous person, I'll be honest. I'm a Taurus.
BE, that's not an excuse though. I'm a Taurus, jealous people. So you're just predisposed to having certain traits if you're born in a certain month. Oh, I'm a Capricorn, I guess I just shit on your couch. That's what a Capricorn does, baby.
Oh my gosh, I'm realizing how short you are gonna be with heels.
Have you guys heard about that New Testament verse, John 16:28? It goes something like this: even under duress, when a man has a tattoo of his face on his leg, you never have sex. Out of all places you could get a tattoo, and out of all tattoos you could get, you got your face on your leg. Why don't I just tattoo my nipple on my face? That way it would look freaky deaky.
I'm gonna be this tall.
Wait, but I'm on my tiptoe the whole time. I got it, I'm short.
Does Liz have any qualities about this man that she actually likes? She's just roasting him now. I give BE a hard time too, but he can't grow. There's nothing he could do about that. Damn. Why are you roasting this man so much? That's my job. You're supposed to kiss him. That's your job.
I have to pull it back because I want to be Liz's boyfriend and get my kiss.
Come on. You see what I mean? This dude made some sort of sincere comment. He was like, bro, I gotta be better. Gotta not be jealous. You wanna be my boyfriend? And as soon as she walks out the room, he's like, so I can get my kiss. Anyway, with all that said and done, Ed and Liz agree one more time to go to the wedding, and Ed is ecstatic.
We're staying in the same room, separate beds for 2 nights, so I have to get the kiss. But I did bring a couple condoms. Just in case, don't be a fool. Wrap your tool.
Oh my God, why did I have to hear that? Bob the Builder's looking at Wendy like, Wendy? Is that correct? How are sentient cement trucks made? You told me I didn't have to wrap my tool. Is this why the cement trucks are talking? Are they cement trucks or cement trucks, Wendy? Damn, that would be a great episode of Bob the Builder. I would watch that all day. Anyway, can you just chill out for the first night?
I hired a car because for 2 reasons. 1, I have car anxiety and I don't like driving up mountains. And number 2, I want some time with Liz where we can, make out. I'm just kidding. We can sit in the back and have a nice conversation.
Why? Why? I want to make out. Just kidding. I want less. Just kidding. I want more. Just kidding. I want sex. Just kidding. I want hard sex. Just kidding. I watched 50 Shades of Grey yesterday and I want to be Christian Grey. Just kidding. I don't even want to be Christian. I just want to be gray. Just kidding. My hair's never gray. I use mayo on it. Just kidding. Let's throw down. Just kidding. Let's show down. Just kidding. Let's have a hoedown. That's a dance, isn't it? The car pulls in for gas and Liz goes out to get something. And weirdly enough, the hotel calls and another twist happens.
We have had a couple rooms go out of order due to some maintenance issues. So we are short on double queens, and now we would like to change them to a king.
Okay, I'll take it.
Perfect. All
Okay.
right.
Something has went very fishy there. Yes, maybe they don't always have 2 queen beds, and maybe they only had 1 king, but I don't think that's way too coincidental. Either he did it or TLC did it, and I'm not sure which one, but somebody made it so that there's only 1 bed. I wish that company was like, hey, sorry, Big Ed, we don't have 2 queen beds. We do, however, have a bunk bed. And Big Ed's like, I'll take the top, and he jumps, and it just... TLC contestant in critical condition after another TLC contestant jumps on bunk bed, crushing her. So Big Ed tells Liz once she gets back in the car, and this is what Liz has to say.
I'm only analyzing all the sneakiness of it, that's all. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just kind of curious, just because it's all coincidence.
My thoughts exactly. I don't know. It seems a bit too coincidental, but let's get to the bottom of this.
Did not plan it. But to be honest, I was happy to get the call. I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you. I get to sleep in a bed with Liz.
TLC asked Big Ed. They were like, someone's double-crossing someone, bro. What the? Did you set that up? We were gonna set that up. Nice. Unless it was the person at the hotel who's like, I've seen the show. I love Big Ed and I love Liz. And I was like, they need to be together. So I slashed every bed in half except the one king bed. Yeah, I may lose my job, but Big Ed is gonna lose his virginity again. And then they go to the hotel, and this is where you need to put on your cringe gear. I will give you 0 seconds. Did you do it? Good.
Hey, so what do you think?
Oh, that's the only time in the world I can ever say that I did not see Ed coming.
So, hopefully I get to sleep here. Because there's a sofa.
This is starting off perfectly. So, whew. You want to take the couch or do you want to sleep in the bed with me?
I have a great surprise for you. Look at that.
That looks fancy.
Could do without the sound effects, bro. She's just sitting there like, oh my God, can you please make it stop?
So, why don't you do a toast and I do a toast?
I don't know what I'm toasting to.
Okay, I'll tell my sense of humor.
Trying to get along.
Trying to get along? Okay, that's good.
Great toast between a loving couple. Let's toast. $10,000, TLC promise.
I think we're both reading the same signs, and I'm going for the kiss.
Does this man get cross-eyed and spill champagne while he drank? Big Ed is built different. I don't mean that in a physical way. Maybe that too, but like, his mind is just one track. No matter what, he's like, I know I'm going to my friend's wedding, but I'm gonna have a baby before him.
Because I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll. It just took me a while to get used to your beautiful face. But,
It took me a while to get used to you.
Burn! Hey, what the fuck? That was my job. Rose actually seemed to really like this person. Liz, I don't feel the same. I don't feel like she likes him as much. It took me a while to get used to that thumb that you call a face, bro. Wow, when they ask for fingerprint access, do you just do this to things? And Big Ed is actually saying nice things. He's like, you're pretty beautiful. And she's like, well, you look like a body part.
I don't know, how to ask you this. Can I kiss you?
No. All right, show's over, guys. All right.
Don't make it weird.
That's the answer every guy looks for when they want to kiss a girl. Hey, can I kiss you? Don't make it weird. They said all I have to do is kiss you for a maximum of 5 seconds, and then I get my money and I bust out of here like I'm LAPD, okay?
I won't.
That's one of the smoothest moves I ever seen in my life. Don't make it weird. I won't. Okay, bro. You look like an iceberg moving. Come on. He laughed in her face. She would have felt the breath in the air. This is not right. Ah. The sounds, the sound effects. Why is it so long? Oh, I don't know who the Foley on that one was, but those were 11 out of 10 sound effects right there. Amazing job, guys. Also, TLC, did you have to use 2 camera setups? Was this such a pivotal moment in life that you needed to switch between cameras? And also, thirdly, why did it last for so long? Why? What was that for?
That was awesome.
So that's out of the way.
Now I can relax.
Now we can be normal.
No, you will be normal.
Holy shit. He wiped his face. She was like, now that that's out of the way. He was like, yeah, ugh, now that shit's out of the way. He wiped his face like he didn't want to kiss her. He's like, ugh, TLC better pay me money. What the f*** was that? Oh, stop. Please, please, can we stop? Can we stop? This is too much now. The buffet is closed. The buffet is closed. Tables are closed. Stop. It's over. We're not serving any more customers at this time. Thank you.
Thank you for being in my life.
Oh, I'm not heartless. That was kind of cute. That was really sweet. Oh, come on.
I've been waiting for that kiss for 2 months. So that was amazing. Oh my God.
So Big Ed's like, I'm starting to feel this connection that I've never felt before. It took 2 months for them to have a first kiss. I want you to remember that. He said 2 months to have a first kiss. It's gonna be very important just now.
Left or right? What side do you like?
Technically, you're supposed to be closest to the door.
You're right.
Where do you want me to sleep, left or right? Oh, how about right, outside the house? How about that?
Sweet dreams. One more kiss.
Stop. Oh, God damn it, Big Ed. Really? 2 months, 1 kiss? I love you? I love you? You went from the most jealous man on the planet to I love you within a day?
Too soon for that.
I'm just kidding.
I love you. Just kidding. I don't even like you. Just kidding. I hate you. Just kidding. I hope you die. Just kidding. I like you as a friend. Just kidding. Friend zone. Just kidding. 13 years. Just kidding. I just want to be acquaintances. Just kidding. I don't even want to know you. Just kidding. You're in my bed. I know you so well. Just kidding. I want to make love right now. Just kidding. I already did. Just not to you. Just kidding. I jacked off. Just kidding. I didn't. Just kidding. I totally did. So they have a quiet sleep and go to bed. The next morning they wake up and Big Ed says this.
Last night was off the charts. We started snuggling and we started to kiss. She's a giver.
This is what happens when a man takes care of his hair too well and his body too little. You get this weird prism shape figure.
Did you guys have sex?
Okay, so yeah, I mean, we made love all night.
Ew! You'd be exhausted if you made love all night. Both of y'all look like you just had a normal sleep. I'm just calling it like I see it, Big Ed. But go on, tell me what happened.
That was great last night, by the way. Both times. He did it about twice, and
You don't believe that, right? There's a reality TV show, you know they make shit up. He kissed her on the lips. It wasn't even a proper kiss, it was a peck. And then he was like, we did it both times. He couldn't even get that out properly. I'm sorry, but I do not believe this happened.
Liz's body is amazing. It's like a surreal dream.
See, that's not even a real description. How was the sex? It was like a dream. So was it a dream?
It probably was a dream, yeah.
And it was incredible, like incredible. I never had anyone take over and make love to me in my life. It will go down in Big Ed history as the event.
The event? This man had a kid. And this is the event? One of the greatest sexes I've ever had in my life. Big Ed's daughter is watching the TV like, oh, one of the greatest sexes. This man just gets worse every day.
I wanted bun. Will you do my bun?
It is a bun.
Oh, it is? Oh, wow, okay. How much more time you need?
Just a little bit.
Does this sound like a relationship? Do my
It's a
bun.
bun already.
Oh, okay. Hey, do you need to make your face pretty?
Oh, it's gonna take a little while.
Okay. Hey, thanks for the sex yesterday. You're a really good person for that. It doesn't sound like a conversation between two people who remotely even love each other or like each other. It just sounds like two people stuck in a room who are getting paid money to be next to each other.
How was the rest of your night?
This is really good.
Is he a good kisser?
I had to teach him how to kiss. I feel like I have to train him to do a lot of things, but we laughed about it.
Is he a good kisser? Think about the money. I had to teach him, and he's okay at it. Yeah, he's okay. And that is how the video ends. Liz doesn't actually explicitly say that they had sex, but Big Ed claims that they did. They did it all night, twice. That's like 4 hours each time. Big Ed must be a stallion. Okay, so that is all the videos there are, and I think I have enough evidence to make you believe in my theory. The last thing I will say that on TLC, contestants get paid between $500 to $1,000 an episode. They film for about 13 episodes, including bonuses. A contestant may make up to 18,000 American dollars per season. So the next question is about motive. Why would Liz want or need the money? Let's look at the detail. She's a 28-year-old waitress who is a single mother, much like Rose was on 90 Day Fiance. I want to point you out to a weird theory that I have come up with. Big Ed has this amazing power that he gives to women unknowingly, because he's so gross that the people that he dates get the benefit of the audience on their side. So when Rose dated Big Ed, she may not have made a lot of money from the show per se, but when she started her YouTube channel, people had already been on her side being like, go Rose, go. And therefore she got a big audience, a big following, and is able to provide for her son. Liz might have seen this and knows that if she dates Big Ed and then leaves, people are gonna be like, oh, poor Liz, you had to put up with Big Ed. And that's just a theory, but she now probably has a bigger following than before this show. But just in case you don't get my point, I actually went to print out photos to illustrate this perfectly for you.
So it all starts with Big Ed. He's the main part of this, but he goes out with someone called Liz, or as I like to call her, the Lizard, and she needs money. Why does she need money? To feed her baby. Or the baby, if you will. This is because the baby needs money to buy goods and services. TLC probably offered Liz extra money, but in order to do so, they held her hostage by asking her to kiss Big Ed, or as I like to call him, Big Egg. And do you know why I call him Big Egg? Because this case is cracked.
We did it, guys. We did it. I think we cracked the case. Big Ed gets to brag about having sex even though he really didn't do it. TLC gets really good ratings, and Liz gets money even though she doesn't actually have to do the stuff that she says she does. It's a win-win-win situation, including me, because I have now ranked up. I used to be a detective. Now I'm a private detective. I mean, that's the video, you guys. I think there's a few more episodes, and we're in it already, so we might as well finish the series off when it actually ends. So hopefully in the future we'll get one more video to see what happens. My prediction, honestly, is that Big Ed and Liz don't work out because I think it's a manufactured relationship. So it's not actually based on love. And I know Big Ed didn't want to get his heart broken, but it's looking like it might be that way. So until then, I guess we're gonna have to live with the fact that we all watched Big Ed kiss Liz.
That's awesome.
Anyway, guys, that is me for today. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you do want to see the ending and conclusion of this, please let me know down below. I would really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed by now, please do. I love you and I leave you guys. Until next time, Fluffs, please take it away.
I was Christian, that didn't stop me, but keyword is was.
Songs I sing from my bedroom help escape the world.